Today, we're going to be talking about a man that did some very horrible things with an underage girl, and his wife tried to cover it up until it wasn't in her favor anymore. On September 29th, 2022, this creepster decided to open up a CrossFit gym. The CrossFit gym was called Bear CrossFit, and the gym's around 8 months old. The name of this man is Scott R. Paige. So Scott opens up a gym and decides he wants to start helping people get fit. But could this have just been undercover for what he was really interested in, getting closer to underage girls? It's important to be aware that there are a lot of creeps in gyms, and a lot of creeps for whatever reason, love starting gyms. I think we can all think why, right? It's disgusting. Scott Paige, age 36, was turned in by his wife after she discovered the relationship between her husband and the teen girl continued for months after he promised to stop, according to sheriff's report. Paige and his wife own a CrossFit gym together called Bear CrossFit on Oak Drive in Evans. So let me get this straight. The wife caught him with an underage girl and she did not report it right away. That's creepy and sick. Children do not need to be subjected to an adult taking advantage of them. And it's fucking disgusting. Like, where is your moral compass? Do you not have any morality? Are you just so selfish to where all you care about is your relationship and trying to save it, and not even thinking about this poor girl and how this is going to affect her later in her life and scar her? Ugh, it pisses me off. It would suck to find out that someone you love is a child predator and they are using their power and their ease of access to children to take advantage of children. But that's still no excuse for not reporting this right away. Now, we'll get to it, but she does eventually report them, but that's only after things doesn't go her way. She wants to try to save this relationship, and she's like, well, just quit talking to her. Let's not talk about this ever again. Act like it never happened. Even though you did just molest a child, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I love you. This will all work out. That's disgusting. And we see this all too often where people think they're so smart to where they will invest in a business, create a business that is surrounded by children, where they have easy access to children, and it makes it easier for them to take advantage of children and do sick and disturbing things to them. And you might be telling yourself, well, this is a CrossFit gym. There's not going to be really any underage kids there, right? Wrong. This guy was actively seeking out kids. On his Bear CrossFit Instagram, they uploaded a picture of a summer camp for 2023, June 26th to June 30th, and July 3rd to July 21st. Ages 5 to 10. They were going to do things like game time, cleanup snack, warm-up stretch, gymnastics, weightlifting, skill learning, lunch, movie, game chat. It says here it is a 4-week summer camp introducing CrossFit to kids while keeping it fun. An easy way to fill gaps for the kids while being out of school and parents working. Wow, what an easy and creative way to get your hands on some kids, you disgusting creep. And what makes this even sicker is that the wife knew about this when she or he posted this. It says here the wife told authorities that her husband often drove the girl back and forth to the gym. In January, he admitted to kissing and having OS with the juvenile. Mrs. Paige logged into his Instagram account in January and saw messages between the two, so she printed them out. So this happened in January. It took from January all the way to April for her to finally turn him in. And the reason she even did that is because she caught them again. And if you look here, you can see that this was posted on April 21st. Now, it was said that he booped a 15-year-old girl, and weirdly enough, there was a 15-year-old girl that was going to be hosting this summer camp. Now, I don't know if this is the same girl, but it does raise my suspicion, and I do feel like it might be. So it kind of looks like he was keeping this girl close, grooming her, and having her run events with him, driving her back and forth to the gym. And what's even more upsetting is that this was his friend's daughter. Lauren alleged told law enforcement that Scott was good friends with the 15-year-old's father. When police arrived at the father's home, Scott's SUV was there. So this guy was friends with the daughter's father. And that poor guy probably had no idea. He probably thought that this guy was there, you know, helping him out. Probably didn't have much time throughout the day. He's like, yeah, man, take my daughter to the gym, you know, do these things for me. You're an awesome friend. I appreciate you. When behind the scenes, he's over there backstabbing and like doing some creepy ass weird shit. And especially for the father, man, the wife didn't say anything. She tried to hide it. I would be so pissed, dude. I can't even imagine what that father is probably going through right now. His wife, Lauren Paige, told the police that he admitted to having a sexual relationship with a girl back in January. She said Scott told her he was going to end the relationship so the two could work out on their marriage and not go to jail. Wow, that's some next level manipulation right there. His speaking skills must be through the roof. What a sentence he must have said there that must have really just put her into a Jedi trance, and she had no choice but to follow his lead. He waved a finger and went Men in Black on her ass. This is how he talked her into it. He's like, yo, listen, I'll end this right now, and I won't go to jail. You don't have to talk about it, and we can work on our marriage and save everything. How you don't see that as a bad idea, it blows my mind. Like, I can understand like being blinded by love and all that stuff, but you got to push through that shit. You can't be blinded here. This isn't about love. It's about someone else. That's not you. Don't be so selfish. And this is how it all went down. This is what drew the line for her. This is where she decided enough is enough. Lauren said she came home early on April 27th and found a pregnancy test box on the kitchen counter, and 2 used tests were out. She also said she saw food from Panda Express and a pink stuffed animal. She proceeded to go to the bedroom, and Scott stopped her from going into the room. Lauren reportedly told Scott that he had 10 minutes to get himself and the girl out of the home. Lauren left the house, and Scott left a short time later. Lauren said later that day she went to Panda Express with pictures to confirm her husband and the teen had been there. The manager said they had. Better late than never, but she really waited until the last second to report this. She was acting like she was back in college and had an essay due the next morning and decided to wait until the last second to do it. That's how she was treating this. When it was so in her face, where she felt like she had no choice but to say something, is when she finally did. When the cards were stacked so far against her to where it was no longer in her favor, that's when she thought it was morally just to make a move and, you know, strive for justice here. How fucked up is that? Well, with all that said, the good news is that Scott is in Columbia County Jail, but I do feel like the wife should also be punished for withholding information and not reporting this sooner. But we'll just have to see if something there is done. Probably not. I thought this was a weird and interesting topic and definitely messed up on so many levels. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this whole situation in the comments down below. It's truly disturbing that what people are willing to do in order to save marriages and things of that nature. Also, if you guys want to support more content like this, consider becoming a Patreon. Get your name at the end of my videos and some other awesome, cool benefits. I also do live streams every day at 5 p.m. EST over on Facebook. I'm probably live right now, so go on over there and check it out. The link is in my YouTube description. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and let me know in the comments if you're a new subscriber.